Hello, everybody. Not many people know my name, Wen, actually means rainbow in the sky in Chinese. I am born and raised in a little mountain town in China, in the far, far east from here. Where I grew up is in a mountain, which means if you want to visit any cities nearby, you get on the bus, you go around the mountain, around and around and around for 8 hours straight. Ta-da, you arrived. Where I grew up, there is no car, there is no internet. Therefore, there is no way out. People are born there, people live there, people die happily there. In a little town like that, there's a specific path for a young girl at the time, like myself. I meant to be a good girl, smile often, wear dresses, don't make waves. I never allowed to dream. When I was 7 years old, I told my mom I want to be a mayor of the town. She immediately shushed me and said, "Oh my God, well, don't ever say out loud." Because a girl like me having a dream not only means embarrassment and shame for the family, but also bring the danger to the house. I never felt myself belong there, and I could not tell you where and how. I just always walk around my town and daydreaming. I was stare in the sky where the mountain meet the cloud and just wondering what is the world beyond this village, and there's something somewhere bigger than myself calling my name. I just always want to go see the world. So my journey began by one day I visited a library. I found a cassette machine on the corner. That moment, without knowing what that was, I decided to teach myself English using that cassette machine so I can possibly maybe apply for college and use that as a ticket to venture out of the town. There I began. Well, as an Asian, people say Asian are smart. I thought, easy peasy, okay? 6 months, 12 months, English jumbo bumbo, I sure got it's not a problem. There I went. Oh boy, I was wrong. I did not just fail 1 time. I did not just fail 2 times. I did not just fail 3 times. I did not just fail 4th time. The very 5th time when I walked out of the exam center, after 3 damn years later, get another rather miserable score that in my hand. And I gave my mom a call, and I tell her what happened. And I tell her, I don't know what else to do. This is all my cassette taught me, and maybe they are all right. All the people around me think I'm crazy, I'm out of my mind. Maybe they're all right, and I am not good enough for the dream that I have for myself, and I should just go home and be that little girl that the whole village want me to be. And there I went. There I cried. A few days later, I could not tell you where, I could not tell you how. Something just in my heart just pulling me forward. I just felt like, you know what, Dan, this is not how my story ends. I felt like I deserve one more shot. Yes, this is the end of this chapter, but I don't belong here. I don't meant to be here. I gotta figure this out. So I decided to pivot. Well, I'm messing up one exam. I'm gonna pick another exam, GRE, for all of you who might know. And this time, guys, I am so dead serious. I was like, this is my shot. I'm gonna make it happen. I got 9 months straight. I got all my books where every single day is broken down by hours, by minutes, by how many vocabulary I can remember for one settings. I will tear my book in 2 or 3 chunks so it's smaller. I'll carry everywhere. Every single time when I wait in line, I am on my book. So there again, I got so excited that 9 months, I felt like, whew, I got this. Universe got me back. I totally got this. And then I was ready for the big exam. In order to take the exam, because I'm so late in the application season, I need to go to a different country to take the exam, Malaysia. And in a little town like mine, where nobody ever lived, no one ever had a passport. So, oh boy, I felt so fancy. Okay, show up in the post office, got my ticket, like photo taken, and I feel so fancy, walk around with my passport. Yes, dreams, here I comes. Whew, the day finally arrived. I got on a motorcycle, a bus, a train, a domestic flight. I arrived in the international terminal of the bigger airport. And as an Asian, I'm always prepared. That means I'm 4 hours earlier than my bigger flight, okay? And I sat in the bench. And it says international terminal behind me. I felt so damn fancy. Wow. I never seen international anything. And you look at people walk around with their suitcases, with their like fancy jacket. They all look so worldly. Wow. And I felt I'm so close. I am one of them. When I go there, crushing my exam like I know I will. I'm going to be one of them. I'm going to go see the world like I always wanted it. This is my day. This is my moment. And that was the best 4 hours daydreaming ever. When it's my turn to get my ticket, checking the plane, I was told, I'm sorry, miss, you can get on this plane. I was like, oh, what do you mean? No, yes, I am getting on this plane. I have to go. I'm sorry, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, you don't have this paperwork named visa? And I was like, what do you mean visa? What is visa? I got passport. You don't understand. No one in my town have passport and I have to go. Like, I have to go. I have exam tomorrow. I really cannot miss this. Please. I was on my knees. And of course, you can imagine how that conversation went. A few minutes later, when I sat back down to the very bench I'm sitting there, and I saw the flight just took over in my head without me. That moment, I felt it took away my entire dream, my entire hope. Everything I ever worked for has gone, and I am not good enough for this big dream I have. You know, when you were young, you have some heartbroken moment. That moment, I felt somebody took my entire heart away, and I could not breathe. There's nothing else I can think of. I just felt my entire life is over. And of course, I go home, I cry, and I cry, and I cry. I not speak to anybody, I not eat anything, I not talk to anyone. Surprisingly, I'm not dead from dehydration, you know? Different story. After 3 days, I thought, God fucking damn it. At this point, I have zero luck. And yes, it's one embarrassment after another. And yes, no one ever, I am so horrible at doing this. But I just felt somehow, somewhere in my heart, I felt like this is not how my story ends. This is not my last chance. This is not how I deserve one more shot. I could not just let the opportunity go. I had to give it one more shot. So next 3 months, I got even more serious, even more excited, got more, every day I'm like, this is, not only 9 hours, 10 hours, this is all I have. I get my damn visa along the way. That year, December, I was on my way to Malaysia. I got a near perfect score. And that's how I came to America 11 years ago to start my American dream. I want to share that story with you because I am so extremely grateful and honored to be here. I know that a girl like me never meant to come this far, but the fact that I did, I felt so honored and grateful. And I learned that universe always got its back because if not now, when? If not you, home. Dream big, everybody. Thank you.